Alright. Welcome into class, everybody. Welcome into class. Take your seats. Class is in session. I am Professor Petty, for those of you that don't know me. For those of you that do, well, for those of you that don't know me, let me say that. I am a variety gamer here on Twitch. I post all my content to my socials, like clips, shorts, stuff like that, full-length videos, full-length streams even. Um, Today we are starting something new. We are going to start a retro curriculum, and we will be doing lectures in the form of episodes. So we're going to start with Fate. We haven't launched the game yet. We need to launch it. Let's go ahead and do that right quick. I do apologize if it gets really loud. I usually have to adjust my volume settings. So we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of right quick. And we'll just keep this, if we can, on replay. Repeat. I don't know if we can. Hold on. You know what? We'll just get rid of it entirely. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Also, I don't know if you can see the pattern on it, but this is my wacky shirt of the day for today's stream. I have Shinron from DBZ, a bunch of the Dragon Balls on it, and it looks like they used that in the design to make like a floral Hawaiian-y like pattern on it. So that's really awesome. And I love my shirts. I like my wild shirts. Frankie, welcome in. Hey, Dev. That's perfectly fine. I got my cup of coffee. It's a morning class, starting something a little different today. Nobody else is in the staff room right now, the house, you know. So, coffee. Best dad ever. Ugh, coffee, sweet bean juice. All right, launching Fate. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Fair warning, like I said before, this may get loud. I will adjust accordingly, just let me know. The hot bean juice, it's a lifesaver. As another Twitch streamer would say, he goes by the name of Mods-a-Ton. I don't know if any of y'all know him. But as he would say, it's a Puka potion. And the reason he started that is he has a friend who goes by the name of Puka. And they eat, sleep, breathe, live coffee. Like their job is making coffee. They drink coffee from sun up to sundown. They talk about coffee. They can tell you everything that you need to know about coffee. They're a coffee aficionado. And he started it, and I picked it up. Every once in a while, I'll refer to it instead of hot bean juice or coffee. I will refer to it as a Puka potion. Today's shirt, huh? Let me see. Come on. I gotta fix the settings. The game defaulted into full screen. Ow! Bad game. Why you do this? That was loud. I'm just gonna turn that down here. Instant human, just add coffee. Nice. I'd wear it. I'd rock it. That'd be a shirt of the day. Love it. Wish I liked coffee. It's too bitter for me, even with the additives. Yeah. Coffee life don't like you. Coffee goes straight through most people, actually. 1 cup of coffee in the morning, then I drink tea the rest of the day. I have an issue where I make diabetic sweet teas. And I have green teas, but I don't feel like waiting for it. So I make gallons of sweet tea and drink that. Technically speaking, I shouldn't even be drinking this coffee because it's like 1 part coffee to 3 parts peppermint creamer. Peppermint bark creamer. But, I mean, it kills the bitter taste and wakes you up, so. Okay. We have that adjusted. Let's try and tab back into the game right quick and see if the volume setting is fine. Nope, still loud. Ow! Ow! No, 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 no. How's that? You like a little caffeine with your sugar? Yeah, yeah. My doctor doesn't like it though. They said I'm going to cause myself to be diabetic. That I need to stop and think of other alternatives. How's the volume level, by the way? Because it's different for me through the headphones, but everybody else has a different speaker system of sorts. Tai Tai, welcome in. Take a seat anywhere, any table, any desk. Glad to have you here, man. Okay, options. Can this not be turned into... Excuse me, it cannot. So this is annoying. This is what you guys see. This is the highest resolution that I can see for this game, and I don't like this. Let's see. What does this look like? Bigger. 1920 by 1080. Even bigger. Try the widescreen. It won't support widescreen. I can't do the widescreen. Aw. Well, that sucks. This is all I can do. What button was it? Was it F11? No, 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 no. That's for web browsers. What button was it? Oh, I remember. So let's go ahead and do this. Go into our manage. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? I think it's under properties actually. I don't remember the exact spot, but there's a way to force it into windowed mode every time. Game versions, betas. No. 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 I swear it's in here. I saw it the other day. Maybe this one doesn't support it? That would really... Oh, launch options. Here we go. I think it was SW. So... Got that going. Now we're probably going to have to kill the game. Try it again. So let's just kill the game. Try that again. Mother Death was the last follow apparently. That must have happened while we were off stream because I don't remember that person. Try it again. We are having technical difficulties. Stand by, class. Go study, read a book, drink your coffee. It might be a free period for a little bit. That did not work. And it was only reading 1920 by 1080. So I've got all this extra space behind me on stream. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I didn't kill the stream, huh? Stop it, no. I really want to run this in manage. No, properties. I think so. This is an older game. This was made in 2005. So it's probably not as optimized as other games. I wish I knew how to... There's supposed to be command that you put in here, and it's supposed to force it in that mode. When the game is launched. "17 minutes of bullshittery in the classroom with technical difficulties." Alright, we're off to a great start for this lecture. Coffee. It is still not doing what I want it to do. That is rather annoying. So... Okay. I need to put something behind screen share so that when we're playing this game, there's a type of background so you're not seeing just the black screens. Frankie was having sound issues all day yesterday. That stinks. It makes you feel better. The difficulties you're having are still more enjoyable than the work I am being interested. Do tell. Story time. Classwork. Homework. Work. Life work. In the great words of Rihanna, work. We're just gonna go ahead and put this thing on silent. Actually, we can't. I'm expecting important phone calls. I need to be able to hear it. That sucks. I don't like it when my phone interrupts a stream. Okay, yeah, I need image picture stuffs. Shoot. I know you guys are just staring at this screen. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix the stuff. Bear with me, please. Don't go anywhere. I promise. We'll get to some juicy goodness in a minute. That sounded bad. Ew. Ew. Ew, it sounded really bad. We're about to test this and see if it works. See if it works. Add new source. It's going to be a... That's not a sound clip. It's not a stream label. Where's that? Where's that? Well, I guess technically it would be a media file. It's an image. Haha! Click here. Add. Yes. Add the source. Paste. Did nothing. Copy image. Paste. It does nothing. Okay. We're gonna have to save this. Now we open up this, and it should be here. Yes. Open. Okay. Yes. Done. Now we drag this behind. It didn't work. It didn't work, Vegeta. It's because you have to get a critical. Mm-hmm. Coffee. We like coffee? Yes, we do. We like coffee. How about you? Alright. That is not supposed to be that high. I'm going to drop that down some. Drop it, drop it, drop, drop. Drag it behind all this stuff. Yes, yes. Drag it behind all this stuff. Yes, yes. Boom. And last but not least, let's see if it's fixed. Not quite fixed. Damn. And click. It's not 100%, but it's there. It's not 100%, but it is there. Let's see. Maybe if we enlarge us just a tad bit. How's this look? It's still messed up. It's getting better, but it is still messed up. Hold on. Head source. Image. Yes. Click. Head source. We'll layer something behind that and that'll fill in the black spots. Excuse me. Let's add in that one, yes. Click Save Image As. Alright. We're getting there, guys. I promise you. I am a professional streamer. Open. Now we hit Dawn. No, you get out of here. Get the band hammer. Without a bit of scuffs. Scruffs? I can't speak this morning. Where is... Okay, alright. Now let's drop this down. Whoops, where'd it go? There it is. Boom. 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 And how about now? You know what? I'm willing to work with that. How's it look? clipping the... I'm clipping the game ever so slightly. I need to fix that with the camera. Just pull that in just a little bit. Happy little accidents. Happy little clouds. Can I have the adjust button, please? Please? And now. Whoops. I'll work with this. This is good for now. This is good for now. I'll work with this. Yes. Alright, so back on track. This is Fate. It was made in 2005 by Wild Tangent. It is a dungeon crawler ARPG game, and Diablo and Diablo 2 were made long before this was made. So this is considered a Diablo clone in that sense, I guess, because it has roughly the same UI. But the difference between this and the Diablo series is Diablo series is a grim, dark dungeon crawling ARPG franchise. This is more light and airy. So we're going to go ahead and new game. I am a glutton for punishment. I do not recommend you do this if you decide to play this game for the first time. I should start on adventure. I am not doing that. I want gritty, hardcore gameplay. Why? Because I like slamming my dick in the door, I guess. I don't know. But that's what we're doing. Legendary. It's going to be legendary. Because it is an older ARPG, we don't really get a whole lot. That is the funkiest hairstyle I've ever seen. I'm Ben Franklin. I'm Ben fucking Franklin. Look at me. Look. I'd say that's a professor's face, wouldn't you? It's a face only a mother could love. Okay. So, character name. That's not enough spaces for that. Dang it. I want to be creative with a name. Should have thought about this before I started stream. Not Purdy. I am Purdy, but there's not two F's in Professor. I swear, I could spell. What is that? Oh, it's a weird tattooed face. Asian, alright. Beard. Angry. Wait, was that a goatee? I think that's a goatee. Glasses. Hairstyle. I have glasses. So maybe the glasses would be the best one to do. Let's see. I like the tattoos though. I always go the spiky hair. Ah, man. Let's just do this one. This'll work, right? Yeah. We want a dog or a cat? That's not the important phone call. Dog or a cat? Dog or a cat? The doggo is cute, but cat. But doggo. Look at him shake his butt when he wags his tail. Huh. Doggo. Dog. No. Sophie's choice. What you mean? What you mean? Quit calling me. You're my roommate. Text me. The old heads. Don't worry about it, kitten. I haven't heard that in freaking years.
Since oldest living memory, the dungeon gate has stood in the heart of the old wood. Its doorway leads to infinite possibility, to subterranean lands fabled in stories and myths. Many adventurers have passed over that ancient threshold, some to find fame, glory, and wealth beyond telling, and others never to return. The town of Grove has ever been a safe haven at the dungeon's mouth, a watering hole and resting place for weary adventurers. Here great tales are told by the inn's fire, journeys are planned, and legacies are made. The minstrels sing of the great feats of heroes long gone, and statues ring the square, a testament to their deeds. After traveling many hard and dusty days, you and your faithful companion arrive at last in the fabled forest town, which waits beneath the long shadow of the gate. Within these walls lies the path to infinite adventure. It is here that you will test your worth, and perhaps find fortune and glory along the way. It is here that you will determine your fate.
Tales tell of a great elite Griffiness whose name is spoken in whispers. Eye Kicker the Deadly. For centuries, it has waited on the 41st level of the dungeon, its evil seeping up toward the town. You must destroy it, once and for all, and rid the world of its evil influence. It is your fate, adventurer. Will you meet it?
Your journey.
Yes, thank you. Fishing poles allow you to fish when you see a cloud of fireflies. Feeding fish to your pet transforms it into more powerful creatures. I know that much. I remember that. The fishing system is kind of bizarre but unique. Feeding fish to your pet transforms them into more powerful creatures. You can find fishing holes in town and throughout the dungeon. You can also find rare items by fishing. Why would I want that? That is definitely a sell. Why do I want 1% more? Oh, the cat purrs. Malicious granite. Lunker grouper. What do you do? Creeping widow for 600. 600? What floor of the dungeon we're in? We recall back to town and have to fish for a certain amount of time. Or we find a fishing spot and have to fish for a certain amount of time. I think that would be covered when installed. Hey, that's better than the other one. Yeah, we're gonna sell. You're good. That's B is for spellbook. I want I. We're gonna save right quick and then come back because apparently the only save option is save and exit. That's how you know it's an older game. I like the design of the mimic on the parchment. Toggles the minimap on or off and cycles through the available zoom levels. Alright. Now we're finally going to descend into this dungeon. Don't know how well this is going to work. But we're going to do it. RNGesus, take the wheel. Feed items to your pet by placing them on the icon in the top left corner of the screen. What if I just right-click it? There was an option here. There was an option that told me, I think it's shift keeps you in place while you swing. Yes. I don't remember what option it was to get the pet to attack. I don't even know if the pet's gonna attack. There's our first target. Okay. Barrel! Barrels! Oh, it's a rat.
Your pet has been transformed. You have sprung a trap.
Oof, we sprung a trap. I don't like the traps. We don't like the traps. Not the gumdrop buttons. No, no, no. No. Good. Good, Spider Pet. Good, Kajran.
You have sprung a trap.
Oh my goodness. I hate traps that spring. We've already depleted our potions. Weapon rack. Let's see. There's an enemy to fight. Alright. Nothing. Okay, alright. So, come on, Kajran. We must venture forth into this dungeon of escapades. Dungeon delvers. Fountain of Mana. Major Mana Potion.
A trap has been sprung.
Oh, come on. I hate those freaking traps, man. Leather vest? The same thing we got, but less armor. Okay. Pet can't wear it, but 1 to 5, 3 to 6. Socketed item. Small shield not identified. Okay. We're gonna take that. You're gonna hold on to that. You're gonna hold on to this bow. That's a minimum of 3 to 6. We want to identify this, so right click, click. 1% dexterity bonus, 1% life stolen per hit. This one gives more shield defense. Okay. Alright. Got 5 minutes left on his transformation.
You have been granted new skills.
You just gained a level. Click on the red cross button in the bottom left to distribute points. Nice! We leveled up. Alright. To spin, click the red cross next to each statistic or skill you would like to improve. Alright, we have 5 points. We're gonna do 2 here. Now let's do 3 here. One in strength, 1 in vitality. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. And we get skill points. Skill points. Increases chance of blocking when shields are used. Chance of block with shield increases from 0% to 1 point something percent. Do we want shields though? This one would be good if we're trying to do spellcaster. What are we trying to do? I don't know, man. I don't know. Professor Petty, the unknown. We'll just hold on to that for now. Yeah, we still got 5 minutes with Excelsior Kajrun, so... There we go. I had to do a little bit of guerrilla warfare run around tactic, you know, just get out there, and I had to do that. Oh. Lurkers, welcome in. Take a seat, sit down, class is in session. We are doing Fate, if you can't already tell. This is a retro video game series. Fate come out in 2005. This is the first title. We're starting with this. We're going to be doing more or less all of the Fate series in this video series, in this lecture, in this retro curriculum here. Coffee. We allow snacks and drinks in this lecture, so feel free to pull up a chair, sit down at any desk, bring in your favorite beverage of choice, and your favorite snack of choice. Sit down and let's learn a few things about the retro curriculum, things about video games we didn't know before. Maybe we might find one. Maybe we might learn a little bit of lore about a developer. You know, you never know what you'll learn. But welcome in. Alright, let him attack. Nope. Get you away from your buddies. Alright, now we'll stand off and do it. Ow! He is... Ooh, he has almost killed me. Oh, that was almost bad. That was almost really bad. Dungeons in this game are randomly generated. Enemies randomly... Everything is RNGesus based. RNGesus has a huge hand in how this game handles. We're gonna do a little bit of that kiting tactic, you know. Stamina potion. We're too far away. No, we're not. Whoops, I opened the wrong page.
You have sprung a trap.
Ow! I don't like traps. No traps. No kips! A good morning, Rev. I hope you slept well. I has me coffee. It's cold. I might need another cup. Long time no see. I have started my retro curriculum on retro video games. A series where we play retro games and do throwbacks. We decided to start with the Fate franchise. I've talked about it a little bit over the past several days through the Twitch community. Fate was made by Wild Tangent back in 2005. It is considered a Diablo clone. And it is a dungeon crawler ARPG where, and I will be brutally honest with you, RNGesus literally controls everything. Did we go this way? I feel like we didn't go this way. We didn't.
You have sprung a trap.
Stupid traps. I mean, if you want to put yourself in a corner, be my guest. I'm not going to stop you. So, other glove, defensive 3, defensive 3. These have a socket, these don't. 1 of 10, 3 of 10. But still a fast swinging axe. Minimum damage of 3 when we do hit, so we'll keep that going. One of 5, but that has a socket on it. We haven't found any gems yet. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and do this and have our pet take some of this stuff so we can pick more up, because we know all this is gonna get sold. Don't know if that shield's gonna get sold yet. I'm using the 1% lifesteal, but we'll see. After 4 a.m. Oh, Rev, I'm so sorry. That sucks. I really feel for you. That really sucks. I'm so sorry. First coffee and morning meds. We're heading bed. Oh, sweet. I'm glad you got that up and running. Eventually, I need to hop back in with my character and drop off everything that we picked up last night. Sort it out for yous. No. 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 No, I said. Quit chasing me. I'm being bullied. Oh, there's a pause button. Ha! Got to get you caught up on routes. Yeah, there's a lot to play with. There's a lot. I'm gonna need a refill before soon. I'm trying to drink the somewhat cold coffee before I go make another cup. I forgot that I have this short bow, so I can keep taking that short bow and hitting the pots without triggering traps and getting myself hurt. Blech. Yeah, blech. Blech indeed. But I don't like this. I'm running low on potions. Oh no. That's one too many for my liking. They chased me in a corner. How dare they? They missed. Pro gameplay right here for this game. Just gotta kite these things while Kajran does her thing, his thing. I haven't decided if Kajran's a boy or a girl, but Kajran's doing the thing. Good Kajran. Nice kitty. Warm kitty. It's one thing if it's iced coffee. It's supposed to be cold and brewed cold. Yeah. Hot coffee that is brewed and meant to be consumed hot, getting cold. Yeah, but I'm not gonna waste it, so I'm gonna drink it and deal with the disgusting consequences. It's not the coffee's fault that I didn't drink it while it was hot. It's my fault. I hear enemies on the other side of the walls. Oh shoot, that's the goblin army. They're about to kill the crap out of my cat.
Your pet is fleeing.
When your pet runs out of life, it becomes ineffective in combat and won't pick up items for you anymore. To heal your pet, drop a health potion on its icon on the top left of the screen, or hold shift while right-clicking on it. I don't have any health potions. Bye-bye. Our time in the dungeon has went bye-bye. Microwave, stovetop, reheat it. I could do it in the microwave. The problem is that what I'm doing is I'm heating it up, taking a few sips. Oh, it ain't gonna work. Okay. Well, I tried. Hold on. We're just gonna pop this up. And I'm gonna turn music. Yep. Click. I will be back in just a few moments, guys. Alright, we are back from the faculty room. Fresh coffee. Sit back down. We can go ahead and just pull up the game. I apologize wholeheartedly anybody and everybody that's here. Fishing is a tedious process, but we need potions. We cannot do anything without health potions to keep ourselves alive. We're getting stuff that will sell.
Hello, wanderer.
Oh, but we don't have a hat, and that'll give us more defense and a dexterity bonus. Dang. Dang. Take a nap before you gotta exist in the world? Thank you. Thank you for the alert. Feel free to lay your head down on your desk. Go ahead, take a nap. Get some rest. This is a very long lecture. Sometimes there's boring parts. You have good games as well. You have a good time with your nap. Enjoy it, Frankie. A matter of fact, everybody that is still here, right? Well, I got to tab out to do it. I can't do it for whatever reason. The game doesn't allow tabbing. So we're just going to tab out of the game right quick. You're going to see Wordle in the background. Give a shout out to Frankie419. Frankie, a Frankenstein monster who more or less kicked Dr. Frankenstein out, took over the castle, and is now opening the gates to any and all friends, monstrosities, and creatures alike. Humans too. She opens her doors, but she has the power to kick you out of her castle at any point in time. But we have a good time over there. She does a lot with a group of friends, Tai or Taiju here in the chat included, and they do a lot. I mean, like, they have a series they called Friendlock. I don't know if it's still called that, where they were isekai'd basically into Pokemon universes as Pokemon, kind of like the Mystery Dungeons, but like the main titles, right? And there was, let's see, it was Taiju, Frankie, Nee, Jelly, I want to say, was part of it. Wasn't there a fourth? There's a big group, and they all just kind of Haven as well. Haven plays. It was a fun stream. They do a 2nd edition Pathfinder game, DM'd by Haven, her baby, Cabbages and Kings. And they just have good fun over there. Good vibes, good chill, music, jokes, you name it. It's a very positive feeling when you're over there. You walk in and you're drawn to whatever's going on, whether it be the chat, the music, the game. You're just drawn to it, right, for one reason or another. And then after you go there, you end up staying because the vibe is amazing, right? We love you, Frankie. We love you, girl. But enjoy your nap. Matter of fact, here's one of the others. Taiju. Taiju, I call him Tai. I don't know why I started doing that, but I started doing it. That's my Tai. That's my man. He has a couple of different models he's used throughout his streaming journey. One of them was a dragon. I think this latest one is kind of a snake person infusion. I'm not entirely sure. You could ask him about that. But go check him out. He does Kingdom Hearts. I've seen him do Monster Hunter. I've seen him do the Cabbages and Kings game. I've seen him play a few other games. But he has a good time over there, you know. And he protects the realm, I think is how the lore for his channel goes. He protects the realm, watches the gates, makes sure nothing comes through from the other side to harm us. So we'll show him some love as well. Who else we got in here? I know we got more people in here worth the shouties. We got Deviant. Oh, I have to wait 39 seconds. Well, anyway, Dev, she tends to hang out. I don't know if she does any streaming solo, but she tends to hang out with Rev, with the Wolf Pack, doing Enshrouded, a lot of Enshrouded, from what I understand. So we'll give her, once it allows us to, 8 more seconds. There it is. So we'll go ahead and show some love to Deviant or Dev. Occasionally you can catch her and Rev doing the Rev Dev Redemption streams. That's very fun. Catchy title too, I love it. Great powerful duo whenever they put their heads together and accomplish any goals they want to. These two have performed outstanding tasks as a duo. I've seen it go from full parties not even to be able to pull off what they're pulling off. Of course, I'm exaggerating a little bit. I'm trying to be a good hype man. I'm sure they know their limitations. I'm not trying to put them on pedestals by any means, but they're great people. They're fun people to be around. Matter of fact, I think I was hanging out with them last night in Enshrouded, helping out, and it's just a good fun. If you love Rev, you love Enshrouded, you love Dev, any of the people here, go check it out. It's fun time. I strongly recommend it. My coffee tastes like whiskey. It's the coffee brand is Tennessee No. 5, Jack Daniels basically, and so it has a hint of a whiskey taste to it, and it's weird when I catch that flavor of whiskey. Did I give you a shouty, Rev? I don't think I did. I'm so sorry. "12 seconds. I don't like how Twitch makes me wait to do shoutouts. Give them shouties. Yep. Uh-huh. I guess while I'm doing this so it's not quiet, we'll just turn this on. I usually have music playing, but the soundtracks to Fate unlock core memories for me, and I wanted to be able to hear them, and I wanted to share them with you guys. Sadly, they don't play when the game is tabbed out. There we go. We have more people in chat. I believe Hambone's still here with us. Yes, he is. So, while we wait on the countdown for the shout out to be able to actually be thrown out there, Hambone is something else. I have seen this man for a while now. Like he's got his whole overlay, everything set up. Like he knows his brand, right? I think here lately he's been playing a lot of Ark, Lort, and here recently got into No Rest for the Wicked, I believe is what it's called. A very Souls-like RPG, I want to say. I've never heard of it before up until he started playing it, so I don't know much about the title. But feel free to check him out. I've seen him do Marvel Rivals as well. Typically, he is a daytime streamer. Every once in a while, you might catch him and his son doing a kind of play along with each other, you know. They might be playing different games, but they're just hanging out, father-son bonding time on stream, and it's wholesome. It really is. He does a D&D campaign himself. I believe they call it Insert Roll. That is on Sundays? Saturdays or Sundays. And I want to say it starts at 5 Central Time. Don't quote me on the time, but you can check that out. Inebriated Man, I know he's not in here, but Inebriated Man's there. They've got Void Father. They have, who am I missing? There's Ham, Void Father, Inebriated Man. I'm missing Jetty Lee. He's in there. Jetty Lee's also a good streamer. Then there's one or two other people. I can't think of their names for the life of me right now. I do apologize if any of y'all are in chat watching, waiting, and feeling offended. It is not my intent to offend. But yeah, so we've got just about everybody shouted out. Let's get back to the gameplay. I'm gonna mute this and get back to the hardcore fishing simulator and dungeon diving gameplay. So we bought all of the health items from him, I believe. Uh-oh, chat's paused. Cypher, hey, welcome in, buddy. Chat is paused. I don't want it to be paused. Let's go down. Welcome in, bud. "50 seconds, huh? Dang. So, while we wait for that 50-second timer, Sound Cypher here, he's a character, right? I haven't known him for very long, but what I do know about him is he is one of the best plague doctors that I have ever met. Will nosedive into danger just to help you out. Currently going to college for graphic designs, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me. Oh, you didn't even go to work. The migraine. I am so sorry about that, my friend. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's going to school for graphic design. This man here has an engineer's mindset. And when I say that, I don't mean in the negative context where, like, you know, mechanics get mad at engineers for, like, making things overly complicated. No, he sits here and theory crafts day in and day out on what if questions. What happens if? What if I put this here instead of this? What if I did something that hasn't been done before? And he pushes the boundaries. User experience in this classification? You talk about for college? He pushes the boundaries of game limitations, not in a bad way, but in a way of like, how can I actually make this more effective? Occasionally it does lead to some broken moments and be like, oops, we broke it, right? But then again, in the power and pursuit of knowledge to test your limitations, a few accidents like that are going to happen. A few incidences where you discover things that are painstakingly broken that shouldn't be used but end up getting used after they're discovered, and that's okay. It's the pursuit of the knowledge and the testing the limitations and boundaries that I believe is the fun of having that what if mindset. His degree is a bachelor's in computer science with a focus in user experience. Okay. So there you have it. But anyway, the shouty is now done off a cooldown. Feel free, guys, to check this man out. Check his stream. Check this man out. Context. Check this man's stream out. Best Plague Doctor that I've ever known. Like I said, very unique for a Plague Doctor, I will say the least. Coffee. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get back into the game. I'm sorry you have a headache though, bro. That sucks. Like, I hope the migraine gets better, man. I really do.
A fine day to you.
Alright, we need potions. Yes, I know, Kikiri. I know. Hold on, Kikiri. There you go. You're healed up. We bought our potion supply. We got our fish supply. I don't want to socket that gem into these gloves just yet. We're probably going to end up with something better. We can still buy the helmet, but we'd be broke. But we do need more defense. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. We need to. We can't not buy it. We can't not buy it. Let's go ahead and throw our fishing pole in the storage here. And get our Book of Town portals and our Book of Identify with our scrolls. And get back in the dungeon. Get at it. I will throw this sunstone in here though. We are not using that. And away we go. Ooh, my neck. My neck. Ooh. Whoa, they're right there. Holy crap. That's the goblin army.
Your pet has been transformed. Your pet is fleeing.
Holy crap. This is a dead end. Oh no. That's that goblin army we're supposed to be fighting. I don't like it, not one bit. No, no, no. They are just chasing me down. Did he just heal himself? He better not have.
Your pet is fleeing.
I leveled up.
You have gained in experience and skill.
Alright. My pet is fleeing. I know my pet is fleeing. I'm running with my pet. Kajrun, did we successfully escape them? We did. Nice, nice. No, we didn't. They're right there.
Your pet has grown more skilled.
Did we murder him? Face Reaper's light belt
The
of
quest
spines.
is completed.
Return to Demonor to receive your reward. The quest has been completed. Huzzah! Let's go ahead and pick up our loot. We will return to town and get our reward. Huzzah! Yeah, I don't own Torchlight, but yeah, you're not wrong. Apparently Torchlight is very similar to the Fate series. When your character gains a level, remember to assign the points you gain. Click on the level up button in the top, bottom left corner of the screen to distribute your hard-earned points. I know, I know, I know. Alright. We have 5 points again. We're gonna do one here, one in strength, one in vitality, one in magic, and the last point we can put in to likelihood of striking an opponent as well as likelihood of dodging an attack. Probably Dex again. Yeah, we're gonna Dex again. Okay, and we got these 2 points again. Let's do critical strike chance. All one stat. I mean, it is possible to do that. It really is. It is very possible to do all one stat. Speaking of Cypher, so those of you that don't know, that are still in the channel, me and Cypher talked about playing this game together. It is a single player game, so we can't play together, but going alongside each other and just playing it and vibing with each other, right? And so with that being said, we were setting that up, trying to set up a day and stuff like that where we'd both start with the same level character, everything, and go down the dungeon. Parallel descent, if you will. And with that, since there is no Twitch integration for chats to actually interact with this game, other than just me and him, talking and vibing with you guys, I was thinking, I've seen it done in other streams for other games, but like, what if we did a fishing redeem to where they could force us to stop what we're doing and then fish for a certain amount of time? Or other redeems where it's like, hey, do this instead of what you would normally do. you know, make it more interactive with redeems. So we're gonna do critical strike chance again, just because we don't have any other weapons, and that affects everything, even spells. So that's the kicker. Fishing spots in dungeons are limited, yes, but there's always one in the town. So assuming somebody redeems it and they're like, hey, I want you to fish for, I don't know, whatever, let's just say 5 minutes. I don't know how long you'd ever put the timer, or if you do more than one tier of it or something. But you would then have to immediately either recall back to the town and start fishing, or if you're on a floor with a fishing spot, go to that spot and start the timer and start fishing. The cringe unlimited fishing spot? What do you mean the cringe? How is that the cringe unlimited fishing spot? What do you mean? As far as I know of, you can catch the same kind of fish from there as you can in any floor of the dungeon that you don't actually get any good fish from. So, I've never played any of the games. I've only played the first one. So when we get to the second, third, and fourth titles in the series, that's going to be something new for me. I know nothing of them. But we've leveled up. Let's go ahead and Kajran, you're back to being normal. Short sword and a buckler. There's a crate on that side of the wall. There's a door here. Look at its face! That's a cute little face. This is cute. This is cute. We know we're going to end up selling this. You can hold on to that. 1 to 5. 1 to 5 with a socket. We'll keep the socketed one. 2 to 7. 4 to 8. 3 to 6. Slashing damage. Piercing. Crushing damage. Okay. Damage types must be a real thing. It buffs the pet, but I use the pet as a pack mule, mainly because they don't do enough damage in later floors. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, the main thing that I was using fishing for before I even ventured into level 1, because I started this playthrough on the hardest difficulty. You know me. A glutton for the punishment, right? So I started this character on the hardest difficulty possible. And before I even ventured into the dungeon, I sat here and fished and got my inventory full of fish. Then I went and sold every single fish, unless it was one of the like top tier ones, like the ones that give 600 or permanent transformations. Any gear that I found, went and bought gear to help me out. I basically started out with a buckler, the axe, a buckler, the main axe that you get, right? And a leather vest, and I'm slowly gaining gear. I can't wear this because I don't have enough strength. But if I could, that's a quest item, I could totally wear that. Ooh, spider. So I have some fish that I kept to transform my like 300 and 600 second fish I kept. I have fish to transform the pet into those. I know there's fish that permanently transforms your pet. and I want to find some of those fish. But I don't know what the likelihood of me finding said fish are.
You have completed the quest.
Return to Baragor to receive your reward. Okay. You can only get those fish in the lower floors, and it's a low chance. I want those, honestly. I really do. The main thing that fishing's used for, the main thing the pet system's used for, is a pack mule and a sell. Like sending your pet back to town to sell gold for you. Sell things for gold for you. Other than that, this is their stats. They level up, I think, when you do. Okay, no, they're level 2, I'm level 3. I do know that you can equip your pet with 2 rings and a necklace. So, you can technically give them better stats in that regard. But, even then, I still don't know if that's going to be enough, you know? Book of Identify. Don't mind if I do.
You have triggered a trap.
And that is exactly why I'm busting... Nope. Stop it. That is exactly why I'm busting these with a bow. Because traps are sucky. If you get lucky, you can get a perm fish that is a strong upgrade, but it's a hit or miss. Yeah, it is. That's why I kept the dogfish. That's why I'd kept the dogfish, honestly, was just to, because if I find a permanent fish that I don't like,
you have sprung the trap.
I can change. Ooh, hello. That was a critical strike, I heard it.
You have sprung the trap.
Did it just knock gold out of my inventory? Hold on. That wasn't funny of you. Wasn't very cash money of you. Oh. Oh. Oh no. We ran into a spot of the dungeon we shouldn't be in. Use our stamina and get far the hell away. So sorry, kitty cat. Where did you come from and why are you... I don't like you people.
You are exhausted.
Oh, we killed the beetle. Cool. Heal us. Here you go, buddy. Get a potion. That was a little sketch at first. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't want that to happen. But it did. Alright. Excuse me. Mainly got this for not triggering traps, but I seem to be doing semi-decent with it as a ranged character. I wish I could slot gear into my quick bar down there so that I could swap between it without pulling up the menu and dragging it. But it don't let you quick slot any of it. 1 to 5 versus 4 to 10. Yeah, no. I don't even remember the command for telling your pet to attack certain things. Like it apparently has.
You have been granted new skills.
Elven Amulet, huh? Our pet is still alive, guys. Still alive! Alright, 5 points every time. The likelihood of striking an opponent as well as likelihood of dodging. Since it's tied to striking an opponent, we need points into this. We're just gonna do like I did before. 2 and everything else gets 1. And we'll go into critical strike skill to increase our critical chances of getting criticals. Again, that's 6 points into that stat. Where you running to? Why you put yourself in a corner? That makes no damn sense, buddy. Two-handed weapons in this game? Yes. There are. Like the short staff. Ooh, trying to catch that Tempole. That's a selling jewelry amulet. We don't want that. Ooh, 1% damage reflected to the enemy with 2 ice damage. It swings slow. We lose 6 defense and our lifesteal, but reflection damage with a staff. And it's got a socket and does crushing damage. It's 1 to 6 versus the 4 to 10. The axe right now is the best bet for that because 1% reduced item requirements. Icy Spear of Dexterity, piercing damage, it is a one-handed weapon. Okay. Plus 2 ice damage, attack damage is 1 to 10, and a 1% dexterity bonus. Requires 31. Oh, that does. This doesn't require stink. But it's two-handed. I don't know if we want that or not. That's piercing, 1 to 10, 1 to 6. But 1% of the damage. I guess the 1% is way too low to really want that, even though there's a socket on it. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Cat will go and attack just about anything. Was looking for that two-handed sword, axe, or mace. I hope there isn't just stabs and bows for two hands. You know, you could research it. I don't know. I know the RNG aspect is so bad. Like, I was fishing and one of the first fish I caught was a socketed ring, but the only stat on that socketed ring was 1% increased damage taken.
You have sprung a trap.
Stamina potion. Don't mind if I do. Yes, please. Critical. Yeah, the game's very it's an archer duel. We just stand here and casually shoot at each other. They are messing up my pet.
Your pet is fleeing.
Oh boy. Time to go.
Your pet has been transformed.
I changed him into a tiger.
Your pet has increased in power.
Hey, my pet leveled up to 3.
You are overburdened.
Alright. This is where this comes into play. Hey look, no longer overburdened. How do you like that? %1 stamina for a staff that does. Spear of the tortoise. Nah, that's a selling loot, friend. See, all fish improve your base pet stats. Once your pet is transformed, stats will reduce it drastically. As you can see here, stats will change drastically depending on form of pet for the pet. The pet is basically a polymorph druid, or a polymorph pet. Like it's very like change me into objects thing. I think that's the basic like idea druids came from, if you will. Duckle ring. That's a selling item. That's a selling item. Wait, 2 to 7? 2 to 7. Yeah, that's a selling item. Alright. Got 3 minutes left on that. Cracked Larpus. Lapis? Pretty sure that was supposed to be Lapis, not Larpus. Yeah. Adds 3% faster casting speed when installed. That's unique. I do like that. We will definitely keep that one. We're gonna sell you because you're a regular club. There are poleaxes, which are two-handed weapon, but that's the only other one. Okay, so if you want to do a two-handed build, you either have to do bows, crossbows, quarterstaves, or a poleaxe, is what I'm hearing you say. You know what? Hold on a momento. Un momento, por favor. Are you in a chat, Sound Cipher? Since you're chatting up? Are you currently in like a Discord chat, or? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, we don't know. So okay. I mean, if you want to keep chatting in chat like this, that's fine. I know you said you had a migraine. If not, I can hop in a call with you if you want to talk more about the game. Either way works. Oh, that's right. I forgot you said you were doing that. My bad, bro. Finally found the exit. Down to the 2nd floor. 3 hours in.
A trap has been sprung.
Forget you. Stinking slimes. I didn't hear it. Did it play the full thing? It sounded like just the bell and that was it. And if that's the case, it is messed up. But it's not water, it's coffee, but hydration. Thank you. Needed that actually. I don't know if I've explored this entire floor or not. Hey, look, there's that spider we missed. Gotta go back this way.
You are refreshed.
I feel refreshed. I drank the mana stuff. We didn't go throughout this entire floor. Haha, huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Actually, we're gonna put back on our shield here. 1 to 5. You are a normal bow. You shall be sold. You are a normal spear. You shall be sold. Why is there an altar? Shrine of Learning. Oh look, a rat. Poleaxe.
You are overburdened.
Regular shield. You can be sold. I can actually take these 3 fish out of your inventory. There, Kajrun. And we can pick up said poleaxe. It is a 5 to 18 attack damage. Much more than what we're wearing. I don't know if that's gonna be worth the drop in lifesteal and defense though. Our defense is 33 with that. Attack is 88. Damage number, range of damage dealt on a successful strike. But that says 5 to... Okay, so we do 1 less than our normal range. 39. 7 to 14. 2 to 8. Nah, it's not worth it. I need that defense. I need that defense. We're gonna sell that normal poleaxe.
Will you tempt
The Shrine of Learning awaits the patient student. Will you tempt fate and read from the ancient texts? Yes.
fate has favored
Your
you?
dexterity has been raised by 1 point. Sweet! We gambled, we won! Fishing! Oh yeah! Club, small shield. Will you send your pet to town to sell any items it isn't wearing? The deeper you are, the longer it will take for your pet to return. Hold on. 4 to 6. we have any other item we can get it to sell at the moment? I don't think so. Okay.
Your pet has departed.
10 seconds is not bad. While we wait for said pet to return. Oh, I didn't bring my fishing pole with me. Damn it!
Your pet has returned.
601 gold. Excuse me. A burp it. We are dungeon crawling, dungeon delving. Swinging and killing, hacking and slashing. Old style. Emerald Longstaff.
Overburdened.
Oh, poppycock overburdened my ass.
You are overburdened.
Poppycock. +3 charm magic skill bonus. 19 strength to use, 9 magic. 3 to 9 damage. Swing slow. Wait, they made it so that staves use strength. So, when I say RNGesus, the RNG factor is real. It is real. There is no rules to what can be generated on a piece of loot. You could have a belt, right? Take the you can have a belt take the vitality stat. A minimum of the vitality stat to use. And yes, this staff requires 19 strength and 9 magic. This staff doesn't require anything. It's very, very RNG based on stats to loot ratio, what floor you're, for every character you make, what floor the end boss is on, the name of the boss, the quests, the quest items you have to retrieve, and how much gold and XP and all that's random. Like, it is very random based. They just took a concept and was like, roll dice, roll dice, roll dice, and whatever happens, happens. So it is definitely RNG, roguelite, if you will, with everything. I think we have officially explored every possible spot of the first level. The fact that there's a fishing spot on the first level is... Oh!
You have gained in experience and skill. Your pack is full.
3 to 8. 1 to 5. Alright, we are going to get rid of this thing here. We don't need that anymore, because we have this bow that does more damage when we use our bow. No socket, but more damage. Excuse me. So now we have piercing, crushing, slashing. Four to 10, 4 to 6. Hammer class and club and mace are different. What? It is. Increases attack rating and damage dealt with hammers. Adds 1 point to damage when wielding this weapon. Adds 1 point to attack when wielding this weapon. Club and mace is a different category. So from here up, the weapon classes, just add 1 point to damage and 1 point to your attack on everything in that category when you level that skill up. Interesting. Well, we leveled up anyway, so character stats. As always, our formula that we're doing right now for this character is 2 points in dexterity and a point in everything else. I think we're going to increase our critical strike still. One more point in it, and we're about to officially be at a 10% chance of critical striking. And it looks like we're doing... I started putting points into critical strike because it affects every weapon, every attack that you personally make, not your summons, but you personally make. So it looks like we're doing crit build. Really is what it looks like. And then dexterity affects your likelihood of striking an opponent and dodging attacks. So are we building a rogue? Are we technically building a rogue? I think we're technically building a rogue. Because if you think about it, likelihood of striking an opponent. Okay, you don't want to miss your strikes, but dodging. Dexterity is tied to dodging attacks. And then we're doing critical strike, which would simulate sneak attack damage. I think we're building a rogue. Hot damn. Oh, we forgot to pick this up.
You cannot carry anymore.
I cannot carry anymore. You cannot be such a whore. You may go quality on this with the way the weapons are being set up. I mean, so the way the game sets itself up, if you decide to dump everything into one stat and be silly, you can totally do that. It's not going to hinder you, right? It's really not going to hinder you all that much. You'll just lock yourself out of a more variety of, like, being able to use weapons. But you can't, like... That's not going to stop you and hinder you to the point where the game's unplayable. Train of thought. Hi, my name is Doug. My master built me this collar so that I may speak to you. Squirrel! Hi, my name is Professor. So... Going quality will make it so that your accuracy and dodge aren't punished. What do you mean going quality? I'm not sure what you're saying. You talking about like if the weapon is better than what you got, you'll go that, or like the tier, like how these are purple and these are normal? I'm not sure what you mean by quality. I'm doing dexterity because it increases my chances of actually attacking instead of missing. Coincidentally, it also increases my chances of dodging. Vitality is tied to your life, as well as the amount of stamina you have. Magic determines the amount of mana points available and increases the damage you deal by spells, obviously. And strength affects the damage you deal, period. So, like, I could have a weapon. Let's say I had a weapon that's, okay, this one right here. Nope, where'd it go? Could have swore I just saw a 20. Anyway, let's say I have a weapon that does a max of 20 damage, but I can't do 20 damage. So when I hover over this, it's going to tell me the damage that I can do with my weapon. See, like +2 ice damage, it's 4 to 10, and then it goes from 4 to 10 to 5 to 12 because of 2 ice damage. We want our defense to be up there, though. We don't want our defense to suffer any. It's a Dark Souls term, even split with strength/dex, so going 2-2, then putting my last point into vitality. So, strength for your damage, dex for your likelihood of striking, coincidentally also dodging, and points into vitality for health. That works. That works. So the way that I'm doing it right now, where I'm putting... You keep getting 5 points for every level up. The way that I'm doing it right now, where I'm putting 2 points into dexterity and 1 point into everything else, is eventually, at some point on a graph, going to make it to where my strength, vitality, and magic fall off quicker than my dexterity, and my dexterity keeps rising above the bar. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where I'm not dealing as much damage. I mean, not dealing as much damage. I'm not dealing as much damage. I'm not striking opponents as often. No, it would make it to where I'm striking opponents more often, but dealing less damage. I have less health and less magic potency. But I mean, I'm okay with that. I only have 31 magic points at level 5 because I haven't really been dumping anything into magic. I'm okay with that. I haven't found any spells yet. I don't want to buy any spells unless they're buff spells for me personally at the moment. Summons are helpful, but they fall off quickly unless you're focusing on being a summoner. And that's just my take on it. But the way this game is set up, and from what I can gather, right, the way the game is set up, you don't have to touch magic at all if you don't want to, but just touching magic even a little bit, like with some of the, you got a spell that increases your movement speed or attack speed or whatever, even slight spells like that don't seem like they do a whole lot, tremendously affect the quality of your character. When did I regain my health? I must have used my last potion at some point. Oh! Okay. Alright. I didn't realize that was happening. Now it's going to randomly generate our level for us, and we're going to get into it. We're actually going to use a town portal scroll. Items with purple text are magical items. Items with teal highlights are unique items that are very valuable. Items with yellow highlights are artifacts that are very rare and unique. Okay, we get jumped when we first come in. That's fucked.
Your pet has been transformed.
I turned him into a lizard by mistake. That was almost bad, guys. We almost died. That would have been the end of the professor. The end of Professor Petty. Coffee's good. Alright, as I was saying, we need to take our town portal scroll, throw it out there, return to town, regardless of giving him giving our Kazran pet that potion. We need to take care of this. Tyak Gel, it stole my Agloth's icy light crossbow of life. That's a mouthful. He's using the bodies for enchanting resources. Alchemy, right? I forget what the laws of alchemy and Full Metal Alchemist are, but basically you can't create something out of nothing, much like in real life alchemy. And made off into the dungeon. Please get it back for me. I followed it as far as level 3. I'll give you this holy crossbow of blocking as a reward. Mouthful sometimes. We got that in there. Save and exit. Look at us, tattooed, capped, and ready to go. We've got a little lizard buddy. Lizard. A silly 6. Alright, well, we're not going to hear the music anymore. Give me 1 second. Go ahead and do this right quick. Alright, raid channel. Are we? We're not. I don't think we are. Okay, well, Cypher, feel free to throw a raid message out, please. Excuse me. You guys know how it goes. Class is dismissed. Dismissed. Class class is dismissed. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for joining me this morning for this lecture. We will see you next time at the next seminar. I don't know. We're workshopping that. But we'll see you next time for the next class in the retro curriculum. So we are going to go ahead and raid out to a silly 6. Excuse me. And the raid message usually says something as follows: class dismissed. We heard this was the hangout spot, something along those lines. We haven't had any set ones put together yet because we don't have any special emotes put together yet. But feel free to show them some love, and we'll go ahead and get this raid started.